a little shorter here. Well, good afternoon. I'd like to thank you for attending today's annual meeting. I know everybody has kind of said that, but we really do mean it. And live in the cooperative principle number 2, democratic member control. I have the privilege of serving as your executive of member service here at Powder River Energy, and also as the executive director of the Powder River Energy Foundation. As many of you know, Powder River has a long history of charitable work. Concern for community is another cooperative principle. In 2017, your board of directors at the time established the foundation as a way to extend the effectiveness and reach of the charitable work and make an even bigger difference in the lives of the member owners and the communities in which we serve. I passed the test. Sorry, Jerry. I think you had it backwards. But anyway, the foundation is governed by an independent voluntary board of directors that consists of one director from every one of each of our 5 counties served. And then there are another potential up to 5 directors at large for the board. To ensure open communication between the foundation board and the PRECorp board, a member of the PRECorp board regularly attends the foundation board meetings as a board-to-board liaison. Your current board of directors are up on the screen. John Flokini, who's the president from Campbell County. Susan Berry is serving as vice president and representing Johnson County. Zita Anderson is our secretary-treasurer, and she's an at-large from Crook County. Mary Yimington, who's here today with her husband Bob, is our representative from Crook County. Billy Little is our director from Sheridan. Kathleen Tavigi from Weston County. Phil Jordan is an at-large director from Campbell County and the newest member of the PRECorp Foundation Board. And then Philip Habeck is our liaison on the PRECorp Board. I think it's important to understand where the funding for the foundation's work comes from. Jerry spoke to it earlier. He spoke to a few of the sources, so I'll just cover them shortly here. But Operation Roundup has been dedicated funds to help fund foundation work. Of the roughly 12,000 cooperative members, about 1,600 are participating currently in Operation Roundup, and that's about an increase of 50% since 2015. Operation Roundup, I think you probably are all getting pretty tired of hearing what it is, but it's obviously where you can elect to have your power bill rounded up to the nearest dollar every month, and then those cents go into a fund that that goes into the Operation Roundup. Those pennies average around, some people more than $6, some people less than $6 a year. For those of you participating already, thank you very much. And for those of you that would like to participate, you can either sign up here today in the lobby, or you can check a box on your bill, or just call one of your member service representatives. Unclaimed capitals, capital credits, that's another area where funding is provided. Funding from the unclaimed capital credit is a primary source that's used for the PRECorp scholarship program. And those are the scholarships for each of our 14 high schools, and then also there are about 4 or 5 scholarships in there for high school folks that are already in college from our communities. Another area is capital credits, and Jerry also talked on that. We receive support through the generosity of our members who elect to donate back their capital credit retirement checks. Large or small, those are very much appreciated and go a long ways towards your foundation's work. Finally, there are events. And we have numerous events throughout the year, fundraising events. The one I just flashed up here is our Apprentice Scholarship Fundraising Banquet, which is in May. We have a Durham Ranch Buffalo Stampede Walk Run, which is in June. We had the Walking Taco booth at the rally here earlier in August. And then we have the Foundation Golf Tournament, which is set to tee up September 7th at the golf course at Devil's Tower in Hewlett. These events are successful thanks to the generous support of event volunteers, obviously the event participants from around our communities, and of course our corporate sponsorships. It really is a team effort. All the funds raised through these sources do stay in Northeast Wyoming and are generated here, and we work to see that they are distributed here for the benefit of our communities and members. In addition to the aforementioned funding sources, the foundation has been trusted to administer 3 private scholarship funds underneath the education umbrella and receives matching donation support on a case-by-case basis from partnering cooperatives like Basin Electric and CoBank. So what's the financial impact back to the communities from all these funds? Since the inception of the foundation, there have been $875,000 worth of benefit plowed back into the communities through organizations and causes. In total, in 2017, there were $146,000 in benefit back into the communities. The number of organizations that were helped in 2017 were 51, and our donations so far this year through the end of June were $115,000. So how's the money being distributed and where is it going? Here's a breakdown. The funds are distributed primarily across 4 main categories: health and human services, scholarships, arts and education, and civic and community needs. Key focus areas for the foundation continue to be feeding the hungry in our communities, veterans and veteran services, emergency services, at-risk children and families, and other critical needs, community needs as they come up. The foundation's giving is sometimes county, did I change it? Yeah, is sometimes county specific, like a food pantry in Wright, for instance. However, oftentimes it goes to charities or organizations that provide support services across county lines, like the Wyoming Food Bank of the Rockies, the Youth Emergency Services Foundation, and the education program Climb Wyoming. This is an eye test, but these are the 51 organizations that received grants in 2017. For more information on the Foundation's 2017 activities, we have an annual report that's available in the lobby for those of you that may not have gotten a copy yet, or you can visit the Foundation's website at www.precorpfoundation.org. I want to touch on scholarships for just a minute. I mentioned that the Foundation administers the PRECorp member scholarships, the Apprentice Lineman scholarships, and 3 privately held scholarships: the Julie and Tony Swanda Agricultural Scholarship, the Geis Family Scholarship, and the CBH Co-op Scholarship. Collectively, there are about 20 to 25 scholarships awards to deserving students each year. In total, in 2017, there was more than $45,000 in financial aid for college that was distributed. Now, I need to check real quick. Is Nichelle McGrath in the room? She is in the room. So if I could have you make your way up here, Nichelle, excuse me. I mentioned that often we are able to maximize our ability to work with partnering cooperatives in which PRECorp is a member, and double or match donations on specific causes. In closing today on the Foundation report, I'd like to share with you one of those donation match success stories. So I've got 2 folks up here. Well, joining me today from the Campbell County Healthcare Foundation is Sally Reynolds and the Executive Director of the Healthcare Foundation, Nichelle McGrath. The Cancer Committee at the Campbell County Healthcare approached the PRECorp Foundation earlier this year to help with fundraising funds needed to acquire a, now this takes practice, positron emission tomography scanner. It's a scanner to improve cancer screening and cancer treatment services here in Campbell County and in the surrounding communities. The foundation reviewed their application and agreed that this was a worthwhile project, one worth supporting. Given the amount of the request, we approached Basin Electric Cooperative about going in together and matching the foundation's donation, and they graciously agreed to do so. Oh, and joining us on the stage here also is Chris Baumgartner, absolutely no relation. He's got all the letters that I didn't get in my last name. And he's Basin Electric's Senior Vice President of Member Services and Administration. And so we're here to do a big check, literally a big check award. So, Tim, are you here with the camera shot? There he is, okay. And here just to say a few words about the Campbell County Healthcare Foundation and potentially their project is Michelle McGrath.
Thank you. Just a quick thank you to the community for supporting this project. This is something that we started almost a year ago, and it's been nothing but outpour of support for this project. Currently, we are in a rental situation with a company that comes from south of the state to provide the PET CT scanner on a mobile unit. And we just are so passionate that our patients that need cancer treatment deserve better than that. It's just not real conducive, compassionate care. So with the support of this grant and the matching grant from the PRECorp Foundation and Basin Electric, we are so close to getting that equipment permanently placed in our cancer center, so everybody in Campbell County and the rural areas that surround us can use this and not have to travel for their cancer treatment. So thank you so much.
The check, we'll give you a smaller one. Okay. So that's the wrap on the foundation. I hope you found some of that information educational, helpful. We certainly appreciate everyone's support of the foundation, and we look forward to finishing out 2018 and having a real successful 2019 campaign. Now I get the opportunity, the privilege to introduce Powder River Energy's, your Chief Executive Officer, Mike Easley. Mike?
Thanks, Jeff.